This is my showcase of the library I'm making. It's not on the pip repositories yet, but that's my next thing that I'm going to be working on. Once it is, you will be able to import it just like any other pip library, just like this. And for this one, you're going to specifically want the truth table class. Okay? Once you have that, you'll need to initialize the class and give it however many variables you want. And then to display it, you'll just use the display method. This one right here. Okay? And running that, it'll show you your 3 variables with their true and false statements, as they should be. Next, you can pretty much do whatever you want with those. If you have more variables, you can do things with all of them, or only some of them. And for like my first example, you do not A and B, which is given by saying not A and then you leave that as false because you're not using the not operator. And then you just say B, tell it B, and then it'll do that, not A and B. Yeah, just like how you wrote it there is what this first line is. And then under that, as long as you put in your things over here correctly, it will give the correct stuff below it. So like here, as long as A is false and B is true, it'll give the true output for that. And then I added another one, create not column, or in other words, take another column and just run it through the not operator. So in this case, I chose C, and then I named it not C. So it takes C, and every time C is true, it outputs false. And every time C is false, it outputs true. And then you can also run this on the ones that you've created, like these two. So up here, I said not A and B, XOR C. So neither of these need to be made not. Oh, and here I actually purposely did this. I left out the not right here. That is in this to show something later. But neither of these two columns need to have the not operator ran on them, so we leave that false and that false. And then it's not A and B, XOR not C. And it's giving the right thing here, the right thing for what we put in this part, but we just gave it the wrong name. So if you gave something the wrong name, there's the method for change column name. And then that's not A and B, XOR C is the old column name. Not A and B, XOR not C is the new column name. And then all it does is replace that name of the old column with the name of the new column. So it'll leave all of your things down here the same. It just changes the name of it. And then finally, since this is meant for Markdown, for specifically Jupyter Notebooks, you'll probably want to delete certain columns over time as you don't need them anymore for whatever you're showcasing. So there's a remove column method. You just give it the name of the column you want to remove, and it'll remove it. And that's it. As I said before, I'm planning to put this onto the pip repositories so that anyone can use it. Until then, I have the wheel file, this right here. I have that file inside my GitHub repository, so I will leave the link to that in the description of this video.